Jesus was not referring to the blindness of the physical eye. He was talking to a regular crowd. All of them had their capacity of seeing with their physical eyes. Jesus was referring to the soul because the soul is the luminary part of the human being. For the body to be full of darkness, the soul must lose its light. The soul must lose its health. The soul loses its health, its light, when it's violate the divine law. This is how darkness comes into our inner existence. The body becomes participant in the work of lawlessness after the soul has consented. One of the examples to illustrate that point. You have heard that it was said, this is Jesus speaking, you shall not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Again, from the Sermon on the Mountain, Matthew chapter 5, verse 27. The urges and the prompts of the body have no power, or should have no power, over the soul decision making. The ordained divine hierarchy of the human health, of the human existence, requires that the body should be obedient to the soul. When the soul loses its sound judgment, then this becomes an upside-down pyramid where the soul becomes subservient to the body. The soul loses its judgment when it gives more, or it gives all of its attention to earthly transient matters. The soul becomes subordinate to the body rather than lording it over the body. Throughout the entire Holy Bible, giving less attention to God and giving more attention to earthly things, to earthly needs, to earthly desires, is considered a form of worship. It's called pagan worship. Not giving full attention to God is the root of all pagan worships. All pagan worships throughout history were founded upon this base. Not giving our full attention, full commitment, full dedication to God. This is the foundation of all religions in the world. Giving the attention to transient earthly things and needs and principles. It means that we have given our priorities, our loyalty to the wrong place. Everything that exists is the property of God. There is nothing that exists that is not the property of God. Our attention, though, our attention is an element that belongs to us. God has given that element to be our sole property. So everything is created belongs to God. Our attention belongs to us. And we can choose to dedicate it wherever we want. Of course, this is the gift that God desires that we give Him. Jesus today is teaching us to go back to restore the normal order. The normal order is for the soul to be the master. The soul with unlimited capacity should never be subservient to the body that has a very limited capacity. The needs of the soul are eternal. Thus, they have more importance than the needs of the body, because the needs of the body are transient and they last for a very short period of time. The soul should exercise its authority at all times over the body to prevent the rebellion of the body, and should always keep the urges of the body within certain boundaries. So the failure to stand up to the urges of the body will have very devastating and sad results. The Lord said in Matthew chapter 16, verse 26, "What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in an exchange for their souls?" Thank you very much.